Devoted Coronation Street viewers are speculating with two main ideas about what might have truly occurred with Gary Windass, now that it's evident he has vanished. The once troubled character, portrayed by actor Mikey North, was recently shown parting ways with his wife Maria to move in with his mother following ongoing marital strife. According to recent scenes on the ITV drama, this happened shortly after Maria was taken into custody for assault, ABH, after clashing with Lou Michaelies during a party thrown by Shona and David Platt at their home on No. 8 Coronation Street. Chaos erupted when Maria believed she had caught Lou attempting to swipe the cash from Audrey's salon, which Shona had been entrusted with to deposit at the bank. After challenging Lou, audiences witnessed Maria and Lou engage in a physical struggle, before the scene cut to other locals hearing a loud noise and rushing inside, only to find Lou on the ground with bleeding arms, having crashed into David's brand new coffee table. Maria immediately insisted she hadn't pushed her, but Lou refused to believe her. Shona then verified that the cash was still safe in her handbag and hadn't gone missing. It was Gary who stepped in to accompany Lou to the hospital, where she received a few stitches. Later on, 2 police officers turned up at Maria's door, wanting to bring her in for interrogation on allegations of causing actual bodily harm. As the week began, Maria's troubles deepened. She found herself driving a wedge between her and Gary, who appeared to be offering comfort to Lou in what he believed was her time of crisis. Soon afterward, Maria confronted Gary and accused him of cheating with Lou, a claim he denied, even though Lou had tried to kiss him during their previous encounter. Meanwhile, Lou watched with satisfaction as she stared at a message she had sent from Gary's phone to her own, reading, "I want you. When can I see you again?" Part of her scheme to manipulate and blackmail him. After leaving for his mom's, Gary has not been in touch since, leading stepson Liam Connor to worry about him, as seen during Wednesday's June 25th, Corrie. Maria attempted to ease her son's fears that she and Gary had separated and that he was never coming back, though it's evident the stylist is equally anxious about her missing husband. Viewers are now strongly suspecting that Gary's disappearance is linked to a sudden and shocking assault, one that was witnessed by Nina Lucas and Summer Spellman while under the influence of LSD. The duo had taken the psychedelic drug, and during their altered state, they reportedly saw the incident unfold. However, fans have come up with several possible explanations about who might have been behind the attack on Gary, especially now that it's been confirmed he'll be discovered unconscious in hospital in the coming week. 11 huge Coronation Street spoilers for next week. What's coming up on the cobbles? In next week's episodes of Coronation Street, Kevin starts to question Abby and Carl's connection after he catches Abby being dishonest, while tensions rise between Dee Dee and James over decisions about Layla's future. Elsewhere, Todd urges Millie to tell the truth about her false pregnancy claim. Here are 11 major developments you won't want to miss. Kevin catches Abby out. Kevin becomes wary after noticing a text from Carl on Abby's phone, in which Carl expresses a desire to get closer to her. At the same time, as Carl forges yet another bogus Moti certificate, Abby firmly tells him to keep his distance, and begins plotting how to remove him from the garage for good. She later points out Carl's poor repairs on a vehicle to Kevin, hoping to expose him, but Kevin is stunned when he reviews the CCTV footage and catches Abby interfering with the car herself. Number 2, Kevin receives his results. Abby opens up to Kevin, admitting she's anxious about the outcome of his medical tests before his upcoming hospital visit, while Kevin does his best to hide his frustration. When an emergency breakdown job comes through, Abby has no choice but to head off to work, leaving Kevin to attend the appointment by himself. At the hospital, Kevin braces himself to hear from the specialist, but will the results bring relief or more worry? Carl makes his feelings clear. Abby storms into the garage, fuming when she finds Carl lounging around. She angrily blames him for causing her to miss Kevin's hospital appointment, but Carl shows no remorse. He boldly admits he's been unable to get Abby off his mind and claims he's sure she shares his feelings. Abby quickly shuts him down, firmly declaring that she loves Kevin and is fully devoted to the life they've built together. Dee Dee goes behind James's back. Dee Dee shares with James and Ed that she's grateful for the backing of her church community, but feels upset when James makes it clear that Layla will be raised without religion. Annoyed by James's firm position, Dee Dee reaches out to Billy to discuss organizing a christening for Layla. However, when Billy explains that he'll need James's consent, Dee Dee decides to take action on her own terms. Number 5, Dee Dee shares her plan with Alia. As the week goes on, Dee Dee tells James that she's come to terms with his choice to bring Layla up in a secular home and promises to let the matter rest. At the same time, Alia is taken aback when Dee Dee unexpectedly asks her to be Lila's godmother, and it quickly becomes clear that Dee Dee is planning to proceed with the christening without James's knowledge. Todd tries to reason with Millie. Millie panics when Theo reveals he intends to talk to her teachers about her supposed pregnancy. Todd notices Millie's distress and encourages her to be honest, since it's obvious she's not telling the truth. Understanding her situation, Todd offers to help by suggesting she take a second test to confirm the first was a mistake, promising he won't inform her parents. Later, when Theo comes back home, Millie prepares to share a secret with him, but will she finally admit the truth to Theo? Number 7. George has concerns about Todd's relationship. Todd shares with George that James dropped by earlier, though Theo didn't take the news well. George hides his worries about what happened. Later on, Theo gives Todd a massage that quickly becomes more intimate, but their moment is cut short when George unexpectedly shows up. Number 8. Maria is concerned about Gary. When Gary doesn't show up for Liam's birthday, Liam becomes convinced that something is wrong, and Maria shares his worry. While the family celebrates Liam's birthday dinner, they remain unaware that Gary is still unconscious at the hospital. As his health takes a turn for the worse, a nurse hurries to provide assistance. Will Gary pull through? Number 9. Steve tells Cassie how he feels. After announcing their relationship publicly, Cassie proposes to Steve that they meet up for lunch with Sally and Tim. During the meal, Sally can't help but throw subtle barbs at Cassie, while Tim attempts to smooth things over. To make matters worse, Tracy shows up unexpectedly, disrupting the double date. As Sally and Tim start to warm up to Cassie, Steve admits he can imagine himself falling in love with her. How will Cassie respond? Bernie plays peacemaker. Bernie attempts to talk sense into Brody, urging him to forgive Lou. Despite her earnest appeal, Brody declares that Lou might as well be dead to him after learning that Kit is his real father. Still, Bernie isn't willing to accept his refusal. She invites Lou over and pleads with Brody to hear her out. Number 11. Nina and Summer deal with the fallout. After Audie's party, Nina and Summer talk about the consequences of their experience on LSD. They both feel fortunate to have escaped serious trouble, but will the others at the party be as lucky? Coronation Street is broadcast on ITV1 every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. and is available to stream on ITVX.